I am Thoth, the ever-seeing, the hand that remembers. Before gods rose I was. After stars fall I remain. I do not shape the tale, I etch it into the bones of time. From the first word to the final silence I bear witness. So listen well, seeker of truths, for this is not the beginning. It is the recalling. In the beginning, there was chirping, there was chittering, and there was hope. Long before the sickness, before the teeth, before the claws grew too long and the eyes grew too hungry, there was a tree, and in that tree two minds met. One watched from above, one waited below, the crow and the squirrel. You see, in that particular world, yes, that one, the one that would later become a playground of fangs and blood, animals did not skitter in fear. They spoke, not with words, no, but with knowing gestures, with shared work, with offerings of acorns or shiny bottle caps placed carefully on doorsteps. They tried to live alongside the humans. They tried to warn them. But humans, as they often do, mistook wisdom for noise and community for infestation. They forgot how to listen. And so the animals turned inward. And in that silence, a decision was made. The crows would teach. The squirrels would remember. The pact. If we are to survive, it will not be alone. The first treaty was a simple one, carved not in parchment, but in practice. A squirrel delivered a fallen crowling back to its nest. The crow, in return, led the squirrel to a shard of metal left behind by the fog, a key, a sample, a whisper of stolen things. The fog, even then, lingered in the cracks of the forest like a guest who refused to leave. The crows had studied it. They had watched it warp shadows into staircases. They had seen berries age backward and bones turn into light. But they had not touched it, not until the squirrels asked how. Because squirrels, oh, squirrels are nothing if not bold. Crows are wise. Squirrels are hungry. Together, they became something dangerously close to understanding. The lesson. The fog is not a gift. It is not a tool. But the crows had learned to navigate it. Not command it. No, not even they were that arrogant. But in the presence of the fog, the crows had learned to speak in ways the wind could not carry, to shift between perches that no longer existed, to see the outline of time, faint as the veins on a dying leaf. They taught the squirrels how to listen for its pulse. In return, the squirrels showed them the tunnels beneath the trees, the dens, the warrens, the rootways between worlds. They told stories of human machines, of things they'd hidden beneath the floorboards before the humans burned the forest edge. They shared secrets. They shared risks. They became, in all things, allies. Why form a pact? The owl asked once. Why trust the rodents? The crows did not answer then. But here is the truth. They had seen what was coming. Not clearly, not like I do, but enough. They knew the humans would not stop building, would not stop clearing, caging, claiming. They had seen the little fires that grew into floods of metal. And the squirrels? The squirrels had felt it, a rising twitch in their bones, a need to preserve something, anything. They hoarded not just nuts, but names. They memorized old tree songs. They scratched messages into bark. They became archivists of a world about to forget itself. And the crows? They saw a storm, and so they chose the squirrels. Not because they were wise, not because they were strong, but because squirrels are survivors, and survivors learn fast. The price, the fog remembers what you leave behind. It stores it, breaks it, rebuilds it wrong. The crows warned them, do not take too much, do not build with it, do not feed it. But desperation makes curious things of small hands. And though this was not the day the virus was born, it was the day the door opened. The squirrels, clever, twitching, restless, began experimenting. One group split from the old nests. They called themselves the Needers. They saw the fog not as a mystery, but as a weapon, a way to even the odds. When the time came, when the humans poisoned the rivers, flattened the groves, when the last hollow tree fell to the whir of saws, the Needers would not mourn. They would release what they had grown in secret, and in that moment, the alliance would break, but not yet. Before the scream, there was song. Before the plague, there was promise. I, Thoth, remember this. A crow flying with a message knotted in twine, delivered to a squirrel beneath a rusted wind chime. A map carved into a seed, a warning carved into a tree. A dance in the fog that turned shadows into symbols. A forest full of quiet hope. You won't find that world now. You'll only find what remains: twisted fur, glassy eyes, a plague made from too many forgotten things. But once, they tried. The small ones, they truly tried. And for a moment, the world was nearly saved by paws and feathers.
Woo!